So the weekend has been very beautiful. This HP laptop here has been flipped for 219 euros. And this Fujitsu PC has also been flipped, for 216 euros. So I won't complain. Sometimes it could be very, very bad, but so far, so good. All I have to do now is to go ahead and make sure that this laptop and this PC is quickly packed. Decent PC, the condition looks very good. I really do think that the buyer is going to be very, very happy. It's right here behind the PC. It's a wireless LAN card. The customer actually requested that. And a 1 terabyte of SSD is right there, and everything looks very, very decent. But unfortunately, I did flip a laptop like this just last week, but the buyer did reach out to me that, look, something is actually not right with the inside of the laptop. I wouldn't know what that is, but the problem that the buyer had described is that whenever he plugs the charger to the laptop, then it just has a way of not working properly. The fans are spinning very hard, and I haven't replied yet. I still have to reply the buyer. Hopefully, he will have to send it back to me so I can actually take a look. But unfortunately, one of these has to come back. But then this is actually in very good condition. Hopefully, this doesn't come back. I've done my best to make sure that it's very, very good. And I would say that that is a very, very decent flip, all right? But like I was saying, flipping PCs is one lucrative business you can actually start. Every day a reseller is born, and I take a look at the YouTube videos. I see that the community, is expanding. Yes, there was a time where it was just very few people flipping PCs, but because it's a lucrative thing to do, that is not in any way to say that it's an easy business to start out. But then, is it still possible to make money flipping PCs? And the answer to that question is yes, still very possible. Forget about the fact that things have become a little bit the way they are in the world, but if you still know what you are doing, you still can flip a lot of pieces and make, a lot of money actually doing it. Whenever I flip pieces like this, I always want to make sure that they're in the best condition. I want to clean them up so that whoever is getting them is going to have a very, very nice experience. In this laptop, there are still some stickers, and sometimes they are very, very, difficult to take away. But luckily, it's not so bad on this one right now. So I'm just going to clean it, ensure that everything is actually gone. This is actually looking the best condition. As you can see, I hope the buyer receives it and just goes ahead and gives me a positive review for this one. All right. If you are committed to this business, you are okay with putting in the work, you are okay with learning new things, you can definitely succeed in this business. The used market every day is filled with a lot of used stuff. You're going to be getting graphic cards, you're going to be getting SSDs, you're going to be getting hard drives, you're going to be getting main boards. And if you have an eye to cite good deals, you should be able to snap out these good deals from the major websites, say eBay or Facebook Marketplace, and you can then come and put them together, make sure they are well put in place. You also have to have a little bit of technical skills, because it wouldn't make any sense if you build a PC with the intention of flipping it and the PC doesn't meet the needs of the buyer, which is the buyer tries to use it and keeps encountering a lot of problems. The buyer is definitely going to reach out to you and say, look, I do not want this PC. I want to send it back. This is not what I bargained for. But then if you have a reputable source of getting very good hardwares, you will be getting little or no problems, with defective hardwares. I typically tend to flip a lot of office PCs because I found out that the profit lines on these office PCs are just much, much better than the profit you would naturally make, on a gaming PC. Make sure you're using the best quality of bubble wrap, because if you decide to ship out this, this laptop like this without using good quality bubble wraps, there is every possibility that the item, which is the laptop in this case, might be delivered and something might possibly go wrong. So from my experience, what I found out is that if you use double bubble wrap like this, there is absolutely nothing that can go wrong that will make it possible for this laptop, to be broken during transportation. See, this is the first wrapping, and I still have to wrap it again just like that. And apart from that, I also have good quality cartons that I'm going to be using to ship out this laptop. And this is just going to go in like that. Okay. And the same goes for the PC. Just going to grab it. It's a little bit heavy, but I still can handle this. All right, that goes there. All right, I've got the two items packed. This is just the first layer of bubble wrap. I still have to get, something else to cover this just to be sure that it's properly packed. This is already finished. So what I have to do, I've got something like this. I really don't know what this is. It's actually not bubble wraps, but it's also very good padding for the PC. I noticed that if I use bubble wrap for my PC, I can actually go ahead, and use this as a covering. But this doesn't appear to be big enough, but I should be able to just put that in here, just like that. The idea is that this thing is protected, as much as possible. Truth be said, most of the delivery drivers, they are not so careful. They don't give a bull crap about what you're actually shipping. They want to finish their jobs and go home. And if you do not protect your items in the best possible way, you might just be worse off for it. Yes, there used to be a time where the gaming PCs were just like a gold mine. You could make a lot of profit there, but right now, graphic cards are a little bit hard to get, and people's budgets are also very limited. Nobody wants to, give out as much as 600 euros anymore for a mid-range gaming PC. Now people are thinking of, giving out just 200 euros, 300 euros, or $200 as the case may be. Yes, it might be a little bit difficult to really bring us some substantial profit, but from these hardwares, these office PCs, man, this is Gucci, kind of a gold mine, really, really on top market. Every day, a school somewhere will be needing a PC, an office somewhere will say, hey, we want to send 2 or 3 workers on home office and we need to get them laptops. There's definitely going to be, the need to have an office PC somewhere. A student gets admitted to university and realizes that, oh, I do not have a functional laptop, or I want to work from home and I want to have a very good, professional setup on my desk, an office PC with all the programs that I need. There's just going to be that one person that would need an office PC. And this is the reason why this area is very much on tap right now. It's booming. If it's something you want to go into, like I said, you also have to have eyes for details. You have to have the eyes, to identifying good deals. And most times you have to act fast, because whenever a new deal comes out, you are not the only person looking at it. A lot of people are also taking a look at the offer. And before you know what's going on, the item is sold. So if you're not smart enough, or if you're not fast enough, you won't be able to get that good deal. Because long and short of this whole business is that the more good deals you get for computers, for monitors, for laptops, the more you're able to quickly come around, put them together, clean them up, and flip them for profit. Yes, we have done that. Typically, it shouldn't take so long to ship out just one desktop PC and one laptop. But today was just full of a lot of problems. First, the carton I had for the desktop PC was too small. Then I changed to another one. It was still too small. I tend to buy cartons in bulk, but it is what it is. Sometimes you run out of a particular size and you don't really notice it. This is something I have to really check to be sure that it doesn't happen again. So because of that, it just became a little bit tedious to pack. But the best advice is, when you know you have a particular size of PC, it's always best to just get like some few cartons, keep it on the side so that whenever they sell, it shouldn't be a hassle for you. I typically do not tend to recycle packaging materials because it doesn't just look very presentable. I always like a situation where when customers receive my PCs, everything is looking very fresh, very professional. So they go ahead and open it, and all they have to do is to bring out the PC and begin to have fun with it. But yes, it is what it is. It has happened. This is gone. I'm still going to go now to the city because there's a transaction I need to actually take a look at. Hopefully, it's a transaction that is good enough. There are graphic cards, there are SSDs, there are cables. All these are things I need. And whenever I find things like this, I always want to go ahead and buy them, because you can never have too much of an SSD. You can also never have too much of a graphic card in your stock. So whenever you see them in very good prices, always make sure you get them. The laptop, like I was saying, I had to change the battery. So hopefully the battery is going to be good enough for the buyer. Typically, I have bought these batteries before, not once, not twice, and never ever had any bad experiences with them. So hopefully this time around, it's also going to stay. I still got a number of hardware I need to list today. I've got monitors, I've got laptops, I've got desktop PCs. Today, I said to myself, we are going to make sure we start to list again, because for quite a long time, I wasn't listing a lot like I should. And I noticed that things really kind of slowed down a little bit. But now is the time again. The motivation is back. I've got time on my hands. But first things first, this packet will need to be taken to the post office. And thereafter, I'm going to go to check out these deals. And I'm going to come back. Hopefully, I still got energy to do that. I definitely should be able to do that. Until I see you again in the next one. Peace.